The Expanse could still return, but not with Amazon, not even with HBO, with a completely different, unexpected streaming service. Welcome to Scitrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. In the last video I talked about how Apple tried to buy Stargate. They even tried to buy Star Trek and are still trying to.
It's a hell of a break and a golden opportunity.
Or at least produce a Star Trek series of their own in cooperation with Paramount, which is not really the same as saying they're buying Star Trek, but hey, buying Star Trek sounds far more dramatic, doesn't it? But the reason why Apple are looking at Stargate and Star Trek is because they desperately want a big sci-fi franchise for the Apple Plus streaming service. And being the most valuable company on the planet, they can really afford to put their dollars where their mouth is and produce something quite amazing. But why am I talking about this? This video is about The Expanse. Well, apparently, according to a couple of sources I speak to, they are actually looking to potentially take The Expanse from Amazon and maybe finish off the series. I'm saying maybe quite a lot there because there are a few options. But there is actually something reasonably solid to go with this rumor. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you are new to the channel so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you really want to support the channel, consider hitting the join button and you'll get all of our Thursday videos 24 hours before anybody else. All of the links are in the description. Ty Franck, Naren Shankar, and Breck Eisner are the main people behind The Expanse. Ty Franck actually co-authored the novels that then the TV series was based off and acted as one of the main producers for the TV series. Naren Shankar was the show. Quite a long-standing rumor that these guys have been planning to create their own production company, and looks like they're about to. There's been several meetings, and this has been confirmed by a couple of sources I speak to. It's something they've wanted to do for a long time. It seems to be that they're going to come together and produce their own production company, and it's that production company that then produce something for Apple Plus. Now, what they then produce for Apple Plus is very much up in the air, but it looks like it would be, hopefully, a big sci-fi franchise for the new streaming service. Now, apparently they would love and they would adore to be able to finish The Expanse. We know Naren Shankar has talked about this in several interviews since this basically the project was cancelled by Amazon. He kept saying, this is not a cancellation, we're on hiatus, we'll be back, don't you worry. Well, it looks like it is possible. Well, I've already told you previously that actually Amazon don't intend really doing anything with The Expanse. They considered it. They looked at maybe doing a trilogy of movies to finish off the book series. They looked at maybe doing a spin-off series, something that would have much smaller scope and much smaller budget than what they've had done previously with The Expanse. But all of those plans have really been put on hold. All of the streaming services really are kind of struggling at the moment, and they're all having to really consider what projects they want to move forwards with because there just isn't the finances that were there 2 years ago. But the production company that actually owns the rights to The Expanse is a company called Alcon. Now, they're the company that actually produced the television show for Sci-Fi Network, Netflix here in the UK, and then Amazon. They still own the production rights, but currently Amazon own the distribution rights, which means Alcon can't make any Expanse because Amazon basically won't distribute it for them. So they'd be making it just to sit there. But the contract with Amazon does include a get-out clause for Alcon. I'm being told that basically if Amazon don't do anything with The Expanse within a certain set time, my source believed that was 2 years, then Alcon could actually sell the rights to The Expanse to somebody else or produce The Expanse, which is more likely, for another streaming service. Now, that 2 years is already almost up. So, very shortly, Alcon could actually go to another streaming service and offer The Expanse. Now, I was told a year ago now that actually HBO Max would be very interested, and they made it very clear to Alcon that if Amazon didn't pick up the rights to produce further Expanse, that they would. Now, since then, HBO has gone into a bit of a mess. Obviously, its parent company, Warner Brothers, merged with Warner Brothers Discovery. The new CEO, Zaslav, came in and just started cutting everything. There's been a massive purge of projects, and to be honest, I cannot see them now taking on The Expanse like maybe a year ago they would have liked to. However, according to my sources, Apple now have expressed interest and they said they would. So why does Tan Frank, Dan Shankar, and Breck Eisner need to create a new production company? Well, previously, The Expanse was produced in cooperation with Penguin and Parker, Mark Ferguson, Hawk Ostby's company. That company is hopefully going to be making Stargate, but is 100% going to be producing a new God of War TV series for Amazon. So they've probably got enough on their plate as it is. So it seems to be that Ty Frank and friends are going to create a new production company to replace Penguin and Parker, that they'll be working alongside Alcon, and they could potentially produce something for Apple Plus. Now, if Amazon allow them to have the rights without too much of an argument, that could be the conclusion to the Expanse series, the last 3 seasons. But there's actually also lots of other novels around the Expanse universe that they could potentially explore. Or, and something I kind of hope, they could do something completely different. Again, Ty Frank is a very talented writer. So is Breck Eisner. They've done some amazing sci-fi projects in the past. Why couldn't they just create something new? Now, I would love to see the end of The Expanse, but I have to be pragmatic here. If I was an Apple executive, I'd be saying, do we really want a TV show that started its life on the Sci-Fi Network, ended up on Amazon, and is now coming to us? Don't we want to be sort of like the big boys in the streaming thing? Do we really take in other people's scraps? Or do we want something new that's our own? For me, I would be saying, let's do something new. Or at very least, doing a project that is outside of what Amazon currently owns, the current Expanse core books, and do something based on some of those expanded universe novels. Now that, I think, would be really exciting and something I'd be very keen to see. So it looks like we're going to be getting a new production company from the guys that wrote and produced The Expanse. And it looks like that production company is going to be working with Apple Plus. Let's just wait and see what is it they actually produce. Guys, get into the comments. Tell me exactly what you think. Is this news that is very intriguing? Please go and look at these guys' names. Go and look at their resumes. There's some very interesting projects on there. And I'm wondering if these guys together could produce something very interesting in the future. I'd also love to know that if The Expanse did move to Apple Plus, would you subscribe to it? Is that a big enough TV show for you that you would put up with the cost of another streaming service? Hit me yes or nay in the comments. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification because that will tell you when all of our new videos are out and you'll miss nothing. Also, please consider hitting the join button because that really supports the channel. And obviously, you get our Thursday videos 24 hours before anybody else. As always, please stay safe and I'll see you next time.